Welcome back to the second battle of the night, the 26th in the series. Buchi, Chuma, and Samuel make up the panel on this occasion. And thank you very much for being a part of that first battle. Pretty interesting topic, pretty interesting debate. It's a debate that probably will go on for a while. The second battle pits Daniel and Nwabogu against his opponent, whom you'll meet in just a bit. Daniel is known by his nickname, perhaps more fondly, D-May. Is a young man in his mid-20s who occupies himself as an NGO administrator. At the same time, hustling with the making and production of bags and in the hair business. I don't know whether you do some of this on Instagram.
No.
You're not yet. Your business is not on Instagram yet.
No.
You're still learning, eh?
No.
You don't want to get on Instagram.
No, there's a way I do mine.
Okay, that's the way you do yours.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. He supports AC Milan globally and Eyimba locally. He stays somewhere on his father's street at 32 Elder Godson Nwabogu Street. It's not a coincidence, is it?
No.
It's not a coincidence.
No.
Your papa get money? All right. Okay. Anyway, I was just joking. That's somewhere in Candida Estate. Was this? Oh, what's that? What's the place in Badagry? Okwafo.
Yes.
Badagry.
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic. On Twitter, he's @Iam_DMay, spelled DEMAY, same as Instagram @IamDMay. Daniel, welcome to the battle.
Thank you, Femi.
His opponent, Oluwasegun Emmanuel Adedeji. Well, his nickname is the name his father called him. It's Oluwasegun. What do they call you really, Shegun? What do most people call you?
What do most people call me? I said it like it's a brand that just for free advertisement reason. I don't want to make.
Okay. So
I don't know.
It's an alcohol brand. It's an alcohol brand. Okay.
I don't want to make for free advertisement.
Okay. We won't give them free advice unless they pay you. And then you pay me.
I'm paying Nigerian force.
Good. Yeah, when I say pay me, I mean pay Nigerian. Yeah. Okay. He's the sport analyst. And he's also a salaried worker. Yeah. He has a job and he analyzes sports. He supports Arsenal globally, Eyimba locally. He lives somewhere in Ibeju Lekki. On Twitter, he is Eyimba Boys @Eyimba Boys
3.
Okay, that's @Eyimba Boy 3.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not a Z, it's a 3. @Eyimba Boy 3. On Instagram, he is IamShegzy99. Welcome, Oluwasegun.
It's a pleasure for me.
Okay, so let's go straight into what brought us here. We've expended a lot of time. This is the longest we've gone on the first battle. So we're doing plenty over time. And as we hit the 9 o'clock hour, your topic, gentlemen, is this. Have age grade competitions helped or harmed Nigerian football? Age grade competitions. Have they helped Nigerian football or have they harmed Nigerian football? We put this thing into a draw and out came helped for Oluwasegun and harmed for Daniel. So Daniel will be arguing that age grade competitions has actually harmed Nigerian football, and he has to tell us why. Segun, on the other hand, will argue that age grade competitions have helped Nigerian football. He will tell us why. They will each have a minute to push their verdict, their points, their standpoints, and then they will go head to head for 5 minutes, and they will have 1 minute each to close the arguments. The voting will be done at home via phone calls. We'll take a maximum of 5. Whoever takes 3 first, that will be it for 20 marks. We'll go to Twitter. Whoever votes, whoever wins that will take 10 marks. On Twitter, we are at Nigeria Info FM. We are streaming live via our YouTube channel, and it's embedded on our Twitter handle. You can see it there. And you can also, to vote, you have to look for the tweet pinned onto our profile at the very top. Our pinned tweet. That will be where you'll vote. You'll see Daniel, you'll see Segun. Whoever you wish to, you can vote for. On Facebook, well, the voting platform is on the live stream itself. It will very likely be at the bottom of the images you see, around where you see all those letterings at the bottom. You will see Segun, you will see Daniel. Pick whoever you want to vote for. It could be on the right. Just look out for it. Gentlemen, are you ready to go?
We are good to go.
Yes, Mr.
Good. So let's get cracking. Let us get cracking. Daniel, we'll start with you. You're contestant number 1 for this very course. And you have picked harmed. So you have 1 minute to tell us why you feel age grade competitions have harmed Nigerian football. Your 1 minute starts now.
Thank you very much. I want to believe that age grade competition is not for entertainment. I want to believe that the reason for age grade competition is to see progression. There's a sequence where you have the under 17, the under 20, possibly the under 23, then the national team. In the Nigeria scene, that has been a bad omen, where we have under 17, under 20, and the national team. We will not see the people who have started the under 17 to the under 20. For me, I've not seen again in world football, and the Europeans who we look at do this. They've always had their progressions in sequence just like that. For Nigeria, it has not been good for us, because when it comes to the Super Eagles, we tend to go out there and not from the under 17.
All right. So you've made your argument in less than a minute. We appreciate it. Well, Oluwasegun has. Well, so Oluwasegun, you have 1 minute to tell us why you feel that age grade competitions have helped Nigerian football. Your minute starts now.
Thank you, Femi. The reason why these age grade competitions were introduced is to discover and nurture talent for the senior men's national team. You understand? And it has helped Nigerians a lot. You see players graduated from the under 17, under 20 to the under 23 team, the Dream Team, and to the Super Eagles. We've seen a lot of players. Check out the Saudi 89.
Please use your mic.
The likes of Nduka Ngbade and Mutiu Adekoju, the headmaster, graduated from the under 17 to the Super Eagles. They went on to make an impact in the Super Eagles. So you can't come here and tell me that the A-grade competitions, it has not helped Nigeria, that it has helped Nigeria. So I beg to differ on this, and I have so many points to counter you that yes, it has helped Nigeria in time of progressions and everything.
Thank you very much. You've saved us a whopping 15 seconds. It goes into this 5-minute battle now. You debate it. Would recommend that you please allow each other flow. Just ensure we hear you well. We might interrupt. We might stop you if it gets too rowdy. Once again, you can begin to vote depending on the argument. Do not base your voting on your personal opinion. Base it on the performance of the two individuals going head to head. We appreciate it. On Facebook, it's Nigeria Info 993. That's our fan page. That's where you'll see the live stream and the voting portal on the live stream. You'll see the names, Daniel and Segun. Choose whoever you'd vote for. On Twitter, we've embedded our live stream from our YouTube account, and you will see there on at Nigeria Info FM. Go there and view us. But to vote, you have to look for the tweet that we've pinned at the top of our profile, our latest tweet. That is where you will vote, either Segun or Daniel. Gentlemen, you have 5 minutes to argue this matter out. Have age grade competitions helped or harmed Nigeria football? Your 5 minutes start now.
Let me start and
So
ask
Daniel,
you, let me ask you a question.
This competition,
Let me ask you a
for
question.
Nigeria to even participate in this competition,
How
they get
many-
money from there.
How
And then
many?
they take am
How
even
many Super Eagles
develop our
players?
football.
Hold on. How many Super Eagles players that are currently in the team played the under-17?
You said
Yes. How many of them?
under 17?
Yes. How many of them played the under-17? This past Nations Cup, we have none. Listen, let me tell you why.
I go make a
Because
player
on
for
this-
you.
On the
Ojo
under-17
Igalo played
Hold
at the
on.
under 20
How
level.
many?
He even
How
captain the
many?
Flying Eagles.
How many?
He graduated.
How many?
Do you remember
How many?
Ekene
It's not a handful.
Tomegu played
It's not a
at the
handful.
age grade
It's not a handful.
competition?
Do you know that-
Ahmed Musa played at the age grade competition. Mikel
Hold
Obi
on.
played from the under 17, under
Hold on.
20. Taye Taiwo played
How
from the
many-
under
how many of
17,
them-
under 20.
when we have-
They graduated to the Super Eagles.
Okay, hold
in
on.
2013,
Okay,
we have
hold on.
three.
Hold on.
We get 3 people who say they graduated from the age grade competition and
Hold
win the
on.
Nations Cup.
Hold on.
Ahmed Musa,
Okay.
Kenneth Omeruo,
Okay.
John Mikel Obi.
Okay.
Now you can't tell me say this age grade
Hold
competition,
on now.
Nigeria
In
never benefit.
2007, Toni Kroos, Muller, they played the under 17 in 2007, and they won the World Cup in 2017.
We are talking about
there is progression.
Age grade
has not helped
not be
Nigeria
only under
because-
17, under 20.
Yes,
I just mentioned
under 17,
Ojo Igalo for you.
under 17
In the Saudi
and under
1989,
20,
we get Muti Adepoju, we get Nduka Then graduate from this team
what
to
is
the
the market
Super
value
Eagles.
of our age grade, our
But they went
potential
up to the
talent?
Super Eagles and won us laurels and won us trophies for the Super Eagles.
In the market, what is our
You are saying the market.
age grade
The
talent?
question is, has it helped Nigerian football?
It has not.
Do you know that
because at
Nigeria
17 they are
say they
their peak.
participate for this
At
for this
17 they are their
competition
peak.
alone? Say
Most
Nigeria
of them-
participate for this
most of
competition
them are
alone.
not 17
They get
years.
money when we say yes.
All right,
The NFF they use.
Gentlemen,
Most of them
gentlemen, we need to hear you. We absolutely need to hear you. Thank you.
Okay, at 17, most of them at their peak. They are not even 17 to talk of, because at 2013, Dele Alampasi was the best goalkeeper in the team. But today we are still looking for a good goalkeeper. Why? Because it has not helped us. He was at his peak at that time. In 2010, Spain won the World Cup. All of them on that team, the 14 players
Daniel,
came out from.
Daniel,
they all played in that. They all played.
You dey say
They all
Nigeria dey
play.
still fight
In-
goalkeeper.
in-
You
in-
remember
in 20-
Francis
in
Uzoho is a
2014,
product of
in
the
2014,
under 17 World Cup. You understand? Amunike team, let me say they win the under 17 World Cup. Francis Uzoho dey there. You say we dey fight keeper. Make hope say you remember that one. I don mention so many players for you say for Nigeria to even for Nigeria still make dem participate in this competition alone. Even dey bring money as the prize money you say Nigeria go collect from this team. E dey help dem develop in football. At least Ahmed Musa graduated from the under 20 team. He won the Nations Cup.
Hold on.
Mikel Obi under 17 to under 20. He won the Nations Cup. Kenneth Omeruo graduated for this same under 20 team. He won the Nations Cup for Nigeria. Ojo Igalo under 20 team.
Moses played in another person's under 17. Played in another person's under 20.
But he switched
and became a star.
He switched
in Nigeria.
That's
and became a star. Why is our own not like that?
Okay, the likes of Omeruo and
how many of them? How many of them?
Ahmed Musa.
Where is Chrysanthus?
Ahmed Musa. I ask you, Ahmed Musa.
Where is Chrysanthus?
Kenneth Omeruo. Have you forgotten Taye Taiwo?
Where is
Have you forgotten John Mikel Obi?
2011.
Unduka Ngbade.
I'm talking about the best players in this tournament.
They all make the switch from
Gentlemen, we need to hear you. Please.
Okay. Best players in this age grade competitions. Nigeria has had best players in this. Where are they today? Don't call Minos who just.
So Mikel Obi na Minos.
No.
Taye Taiwo na Minos.
They don't just call Minos.
Ahmed Musa.
How many of them?
How
many of them?
For under 20 World Cup.
Above
Under 20 World Cup.
Do you know that?
So na Minos.
Do you know that?
Ahmed Musa won the Nations Cup for Nigeria with the likes of Mikel Obi and Kenneth Omeruo.
Do you know that it's only in Nigeria?
Francis is the product of the
It's only in Nigeria that we produce so many players and they don't have global recognition in terms of transfer market. How many of our players
so
who have played the under 17? It's only Mikel.
I can go
it's
and mention
only Mikel and
in that year. He graduated from the under 20 to the national team.
Hold on, it's only Mikel and Kelechi Iheanacho after their tournament were sought after. Mikel had 2 big clubs looking for him.
Do you know Taye Taiwo played for AC Milan and Marseille?
But our
and then went to the same competition we are talking about. Do you know for Nigeria to even participate in this
Nigeria has succeeded so much. Nigeria has succeeded so much in great competition. Why has it not materialized? Why has it not materialized in our national team?
It has helped a lot.
It has not helped us.
They graduated from this same championship you are talking about?
The World
Went
Cup.
on to the senior national
I'm talking
team
about Tony
and
Cruz.
won us trophies.
Tony Cruz played with Chrysanthus. Where's Chrysanthus today?
But do
Where's
you
Tony
know
Cruz?
that there is a Mikel Obi? He won the Nations Cup for Nigeria.
Where is Tony Cruz? Where is the other guy?
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for the argument. I thought I'm going to say this. It was gradually dissolving into a shouting match. It's important that you get your argument out, but the decibel kept going up and up and up and up, and I don't think we have to yell into each other's ears to make our points. I think subsequently, please pay attention to that. You guys were almost going to lose your voice over that 5-minute debate. Okay, so as a learning curve going forward, pay attention to that. Okay, there are better ways, and if the two of you are talking, one person raises a decibel, you don't have to then raise your own decibel to match. It's not. We've seen battles here where somebody won it by being calmer. Do you understand? And just hit home your point. But thank you very much. I hope you will take the lessons and work on it. Having said that much, we'll go to the decisions. It was a robust argument, very robust argument. Maybe better justice would have been done to it if you had allowed each other make your points. But I guess it seems the objective was not to make sure that you guys didn't allow each other make your points. I don't know. They know each other. Cancel each other out. They know each other from I don't know. Okay, fantastic. We go to the phone lines. Before that, a quick reminder: we are voting on Facebook and Twitter. On Facebook, it's pardon me. We'll give you 1 minute. Sorry, I almost skip that. That's how much in a hurry I am to escape. But fantastic. I know the final 1 minute will give you an opportunity to right your wrong, and and I don't expect that it will be shouting this time. Okay, so let's hear you for a minute. Once again, please, if you haven't made up your mind, let this final 1 minute give you an opportunity to make up their mind, to listen carefully to them. Daniel will speak first, and then Segun will counter. Daniel will tell us why he thinks that age grade competitions have harmed Nigerian football more than it has helped it. And Segun will counter eventually with telling us why he feels age grade competitions have helped Nigerian football more than it has harmed it. Please, the voting portal on Facebook is Nigeria Info 993. That's our page. And that is where you vote. That's where the live stream is. On Twitter, it's at Nigeria Info FM. The YouTube live stream is embedded there. But you can also go ahead to vote on the tweet pinned at the top. If that is settled, the final 1 minute, Daniel, to tell us why you think that age grade competitions have harmed Nigerian football more. It starts now.
I want to believe that age grade competition is to develop, groom, and protect young footballers. Nigeria has been obsessed with winning the age grade football and not progressing in that trajectory to the apex of the apex, which is the national team. We have seen players come and go through the ranks of age grade competitions while at their peak of football, not while they are the right age to grow. So they have no time to grow. Instead, they are at their exact pitch where they ought to be at the national team. It has really affected us and not allow us to progress. Talking about the Apex football and the Super Eagles, if I may put that.
All right, thank you very much. You spared us over 15 seconds. We'll take it. Thank you. Segun, you have 1 minute to tell us, to counter him and tell us why you think age grade competitions have actually helped Nigerian football. It starts now.
At first, the reason why these age grade competitions were introduced is to discover talent and nurture for the senior national team, and then it has helped a lot in Nigerian football. For me, you have to take the likes of Taye Taiwo, Mikel Obi, Ahmed Musa, Kenneth Omeriwo. They all graduated from this same age grade competitions to the Super Eagles, and then they won us laurels, trophies, African Nations Cup. They won us. So you can't come here and tell me. And in terms of the goalkeeper you are talking about, if Francis Uzo is a product of the under-17 World Cup, this team we are talking about. So you can't come here and tell me that okay, this has not helped Nigerian football. It has helped Nigerian football in so many ways. If we talk about Sadio 1989, the likes of Nduka Ngbade and Muti Adepoju, headmaster, graduated from this same competitions and went on to be a superhero in the Super Eagles. They are legends now, and we are still talking about them. So the likes of Mikel Obi, who also graduated from the under-17, under-20 to the Super Eagles, also is still a legend now.
All right, thank you very much. So it has come now to the voting. Once again, go to our Facebook page, Nigeria Info 993, and our Twitter handle at Nigeria Info FM to vote for either Segun or Daniel. Let's start with the call votes. We'll open the phone line 01277 0993, 01277 1993, 01277 2993, and 01277 993. Hello.
Good evening, Sam.
Good evening to you. Welcome.
This is Ibrahim from Ikuru.
Welcome, Ibrahim. How do you vote?
I'm voting for Segun.
Okay.
He has dropped more points, much example.
Okay. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate it. Hi there. Okay. That's 1-1.
Hello.
Okay. Oh, okay. We've moved on. Hi there. How are you?
Good evening.
Well, welcome.
Yeah. Good evening to the guest. Quick one. I believe that wasn't an argument. It was just, straight talk. Choice of words were not really, I don't know, radio friendly. During his introduction, he said, I'm talking about Oluwasegun. He said something about he's going to give us the myriad of points to validate his argument, right? But I didn't hear anything like that. I was just, I know I was lost at a point. I was lost. But I think I'm going to give my vote to the Daniel guy, not because he was overly, he gave a good argument, right? I'm going to give him just because, I think.
Okay. So Daniel takes your vote. Let's go to the next. Hi there. Good evening. Welcome.
Good evening, Mr. Femi.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. This is John Kute calling from VI.
Welcome, John. How do you vote?
Well, I will go with Segun because Segun gives some value points.
Okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. It's 3 votes down, 2 more to go, depending. Hi there.
Hello?
Yes, please. Good evening and welcome.
Okay, to do the second part where the votes against, both of them are not that clear, so one couldn't grab what votes you are saying. But at the third round, where you shouldn't have to summarize that point. And indeed, that's a lot of things from what Segun said, mentioning the likes of Taye Taiwo, Mikel, and the rest, who did a lot in the under-19 and the performed well, getting to the Super Eagles, and we are known internationally. So my vote goes to Segun.
Segun takes your vote. Thank you very much, and that will be it. Segun already has 3 votes, and he has the 20 marks available via the phone lines, effectively 20% of all votes available, which will take us to social media. I would look at what is going on there. Perhaps would likely want to start with Twitter, or how do you go?
Femi,
Maybe you want to start with Facebook, right?
Let's
Twitter.
Anyone.
Okay.
But let's start with Facebook. I'm still trying to refresh to get the final votes on Facebook. But respect to everybody on Facebook. I think right now, since I've been here, I think it has been this argument that has got most comments on Facebook. People keep on saying, we know they hear them. You pass shouting. By the way, and also we have a correction on Facebook. Right there, what you said, Ronaldo didn't score 800 goals. He scored 601 goals. It was never close to 800. Right there. So someone actually mentioned it on Facebook right there. But let's focus on the top. Lily James, she has been commenting since. She says Segun gets my vote. You need a Greek up. Well, we have a lot of comments and say, man on the jersey, I love your beard. Wow, that is me, Fevi.
This beard you're trying to shave in your sleep. If you woke up one morning and we had shaved it off.
No wahala now. No, then you go fish shave. No wahala. Good day. Toluola Ann said Segun all the way. Chike Steven says I go with Segun. David says Segun for me made better points. Anthony said Daniel, guy, you are too loud. You should be shipped to Azobia. Daniel loud? I don't know.
He says he votes Daniel and says the other
guy is too loud. Okay. I don't say Femi, you are too loud again. He said, who is saying hold on? Well, why can you say hold on? Can you be telling us why you are here or something like that? Nobody wants to hear hold on. It's crazy. Maryland Blessing says Daniel right there, and Lily also comes out and says Segun gets my vote. But waiting for the completion of the vote, refreshing again to get the full vote. It never still end.
Okay.
What will be your name, sir? Ife?
Let's go to Twitter.
What's up? What's popping?
Let's go to Twitter. We'll come back to Facebook.
Going to Twitter right now. I think Twitter vote is kind of concluded. But can I take some comments?
Yes, please.
Kai Kazim says, I vote for Segun. Lowode Kayode says, Femi, please tell them to give us correct stacks. When did Igalo play for under 17?
I said under 20. I didn't say under 17. I said under 20. Under 20.
I think you said under 17.
No. I heard under 17.
I heard under 17.
No, I never said that.
You said under 17. Under 20, yeah?
I said under 20.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so at least we know he didn't mean to say under 17. Even if he did say under 17, it's just probably a slip of the tongue. So.
Moses Egele says, my vote goes to Daniel. I am modest, he says. Even though I feel it has harmed, but Segun really made nice points. And it has helped Nigerian football. My vote goes for Segun. Chimobi Victor said Segun on points. I don't know your name be like Kakulos. He said Segun, thanks. Just like two more, then we'll go to the final. I think the final vote is in. Casey says, where is my colleague Cristiano's great point? Segun is just screaming to drive home his arguments. Master of Trade said Segun gets my vote. The final vote is out, Femi, and it's looking like Femi Segun getting it on 60%. While Daniel got 40% of the votes on Twitter. Going back to Facebook to get the final results on Facebook. Hope see if I don't answer us. Chill. The final vote. If it was happening now, Facebook no one load.
Okay.
It's still taking much time to get the final vote.
Okay, so let's come to the panel. We'll go back to Facebook. As soon as we can. So the panel, who wants to go first?
I go first.
Yeah, go.
For me, should I be very blunt?
Be very blunt.
I love argument. Me normally I like it when you say your mind, it's nice. But for me, in the history, I've been here for long. Not when the argument starts. This is one of the worst arguments I've ever seen. In terms of they were just like saying person thief, person babe. It was annoying.
Maybe you say you like me.
I like it. But at least let one person be making, another person be calm. Both of them were just blood. Let me calm down. Vo. I was kind of confused. If I won't get my rights, I'm not going to vote for anybody. If
somebody can make noise, I confused Fuji.
It's confusing the way that it was not really entertaining. You can also make noise, but come with a good vibe. You can make noise, but also make people kind of happy, make people laugh. There was nowhere to laugh, there was nowhere to smile. I think this argument was a phase of Glizma. The final votes are in, I'll say it. But I like it. I was just waiting for the final minute. That was what I'm basing my vote on. Shagel come in, they shout, I will give you points. The points, how many you give, I don't even know. Daniel came through also, made just a little points. But to read their final arguments, Daniel said he's obsessed, Nigeria is obsessed with winning, not graduation or position, which is actually true, and saying these players they fail at their peak, which is actually true. Put it on a scale, Nigeria players get to fail at their peak and they do well and they win and we just forget about them. You said you gave the example of the Saudi 89 team about players that are doing so well. Mention players like Mikel that have done so well and win trophies for Nigeria, which is actually true. Femi, it's hard for me to vote, but I have to vote. I think Daniel came with a new vibe. I like the pigeon vibe. You came with plenty energy, but you need to calm down. Like that's how you take. I think something is wrong. Something they call you. I think you consider your nickname. I think something is wrong with you. He came with so much energy, and I love that energy. I love it. Daniel too. I think you overshadowed Daniel in some kind of ways, but it's nice. But because of the energy, I love energy, and I think with time you're going to improve. I'll go with Segun. I think he made points. Points will be saying I no follow, but it was good, and I see he can improve with time to go. So because of that energy, the pigeon stuff, and I think I'll go with Segun. I think Segun had a better argument.
All right, so Segun,
That was wicked.
Segun takes Buchi's vote.
Probably before we go to the other, Facebook is out right now. Segun gets Facebook, 75% of votes on Facebook.
75.
Yes, why Daniel gets 25.
All right, Sam.
Well, interesting. Before I come to this, Buchi, so you see, when we do counter, when you used to do counter, when you go all guns blazing on,
I come out with points.
You do, but you see the way they shout. That's exactly how it is. But it's interesting. Let me start. I did put up a few things down. Starting with Segun, I thought he had a very good intro, very, very strong intro. He just got straight to the point, said, okay, this is what I want to talk about, and this is why this is where I'm going to come from. And I thought he made good examples, Mikel Ugbade, but you kept on going with the same examples. There are lots of examples you could have, given us
and
more.
He said, I won't give you now point.
And like Femi said, I know a lot more, but I'm not going to help you with that. So, and the local flavor again is very good. I thought when you found out it was going to be difficult for you, going the English way, you decided to bring it. I love that. I said that the first day when you came here. I thought that was going to be a very good asset for you, and you used it to very good effect today. For Daniel, I thought you had a very, very interesting angle, and you could have worked on it. The market value, and you also talked about the fact that these players at the peak, they could be used when they're at their peak at that very young age. And you only made mention of that at the end. If you had made mention of that at the beginning or during the argument and expatiated on it, I thought it could have worked better for you. But then again, Buchi said it, you were too calm. Kept on going, wait, let me talk. And he posed questions to you. And I thought you could have answered those questions and also given him more. At some point, he was asking you, what of Chrysanthus Macaulay? You're asking him, what of John Obi Mikel? What of this one? What of that? That for me didn't, it didn't hold water. So I thought you could have worked better. But
I thought it was Daniel asking, where is Chrysanthus Macaulay?
Yeah, and he asked back, and they just kept on throwing it at some point, 2-3 questions. Yeah, it is, but nobody was answering the question, and that could have, swayed it in your favor if you had answered. I thought this argument, Segun did better. He was loud. Yes, he was very loud and very energetic, and he did better with the point. There were not so many points, but he did better with it, and you struggled to put yours out there. So I think Segun gets it for me.
So Segun takes it. Chuma, do you agree?
Well, I'm going to say this. Again, it's been something that has been flowed by my colleagues here in the studio, the noisy atmosphere we had. I know that it's a debate, but this was more than a debate. At the point, it looked like it was going to be something that would degenerate to a street fight. But I'm just going to take note of 7 things I observed during the course of the session. For Daniel, he spoke about the lack of progress for majority of the stars who have shown brightest for us in age grade football as regards going to the national team, the Super Eagles, and performing well. He was quite interesting when he spoke about Tony Cruz and Chrysanthus, because the last time I checked, Tony Cruz and Chrysanthus were on the same podium as the 2 standout players in that World Cup in 2007. Fast forward 12 years after, Tony Cruz is still a shining star for Germany. He's even won so much for his club. You're going to ask yourself now, please, can you Google where Macaulay Chrysanthus is? Because I'm not even too sure where he is too. So that was a good point. Spoke about Sani Emmanuel, who was a star for us too in that under-17 World Cup, and where is he today? We don't know. Made that point about obsession for Nigeria in winning age grade football competitions, and I think that's the point. We've won the FIFA under-17 World Cup more than any other nation in the world. We've won it 5 times.
Yeah.
How has that translated to taking our football to the higher level? At the Super Eagles stage, we've never gone beyond the second round of the World Cup. So for all of your success in age grade, how has it helped your national team? Points for Segun. The Ugbade example and the Depoju was quite impressive. 1989, of course, Daman Miracle. We got to the final of that on the 20 World Cup, and genuinely, Ugbade was even captain of the under-17 side. Well, then it was Kodak under-16 World Cup, 1985.
That was 4 years before.
Yeah, so Ugbade grew. Did he have the best of careers with the Super Eagles proper? He was coming off the bench. but Adepoju did. He also gave the examples of Mikel, Kenneth Omero, Tai Taiwo. Very impressive too by Segun. What I'm going to narrow my choice of a winner for tonight to will be the fact that the argument session proper, the 5 minutes was too noisy, and like Buchi said, I was now waiting for the closing remarks to choose who I think will win, because I couldn't pick anything very serious during the course of the 5-minute argument. And again, I'm going to go back to presentation. This is Nigeria Info. Last time I checked, there's a fan battle. Yes, I'm sure that we have Wazobia FM as part of our brand. We have Cool FM too. We could get people for any platform, but my understanding of this fan battle is a Nigeria Info platform first off. So I wouldn't really be swayed by the ability to bring in Pidgin English into the argument. I think it should be all about Queen's English.
Yeah,
that should be the first priority, because this is Nigeria Info, not Wazobia FM. So I'm going to go for Daniel for that. I'm going to go for Daniel. His closing remarks were a bit more coordinated as to the presentation than that of Segun.
Thank you very much. So as I make my closing, as I give the verdict, I'm just going to say this. I think, and I think I've said it before, that you guys didn't do yourselves too much justice in the debate. Daniel has lost on all fronts. Daniel lost via the phones. You lost on Twitter. You lost on Facebook. You've now lost via the panel vote. You know why you lost? It's because you played to Segun's strength. You didn't play to your strength. And I think, Segun just got you there. I know how you talk. But you were raising, you were trying to match, you wanted to, so you lost control. For me, you lost control. When you lose control, you lose composure. And I could see it. So many times you made errors that I would not expect you to make. For instance, you were trying to say apex. You said it 2 times back to back and you couldn't get it right. It was on the 3rd or 4th try before you could finally say apex. You kept going from apex to tell you how confused you were. And that was because you were not in very familiar territory. So you played to Segun's strength. And he has every right to deploy whatever strategy he wants to deploy. It's up to you. You can either be... Oh dear, I was going to say you can either be the Obama or the Trump, but...
You already said it.
But so far, I think you lost it there. And I think you had no business losing. Why? When people say Segun made a lot of points, it was harder for him to get points than you. He's probably going to show us a few examples, but that's all. I think he did himself a terrible disservice by going to 89. 89, it was just Mutiu Adepoju. You can't even say Nduka Ogbadi, because Nduka Ogbadi never held his own in the senior national team. He was just a bit part player in the senior national team. It was only Mutiu Adepoju. Nduka Ogbadi was captain in 85. He returned in China. He returned to play again for Nigeria in Canada in 87. And he was back again in Saudi Arabia in 89. He scored that fantastic equalizer for Nigeria and the Daman miracle. And I think that's what Segun sees. But that is the highlight of Nduka Ogbadi's performance for Nigeria. That winning goal against Russia, the Daman miracle, when we came back from 4 goals to nothing. He never really tied down a regular shirt with the Super Eagles. The only person who did was Mutiu Adepoju. And that team also had, for me, the best player of the under 17 tournament in 87 was Philip Osondu. Do you understand? Who was also big part of that Daman Miracle team. You just couldn't make it. But that Daman Miracle team had Dimeji Lawal, fantastic player. It had Oladunio Yekale. It had Angel Sikeji. It had what's the second goalkeeper? Very strong team. Moses Elijah. He had Christopher Ohehe, who scored 2 free kicks against Russia back to back before Samuel Elijah scored the 3rd goal and Nduka scored the 4th to equalize. It had Nwosu, Christopher Nwosu. It had Mike Onyemachara. It had all these guys. Why did they never hold their own in the Super Eagles?
You could have even argued in favor of
You
Portugal.
could have killed him.
Rui Costa and Figo were part of the
part of that
Portuguese 89 team.
Figo beat us in the final. Figo led Portugal to beat us in the final 2-1. After that quarterfinal, we beat America 2-0. Casey Keller was a part of that team, and then we got into the final, and Figo led Portugal to beat us. So I think you should have slaughtered him. Well, maybe you don't. Your memory doesn't go that far back. However, there are enough examples. Yes. How many players? Okay, you talked about Chrysanthos. You said, where is Chrysanthos? The question is, where are all the other players from that set? Where is Little Messi?
None.
Huh? Where is Segun Babinting? Where is what's the number 8? The guy some of those guys I used to know playing in Ibadan. Where are these guys? Where is Oseni? Where is the goalkeeper? Where is that goalkeeper that reportedly, according to reports, had 3 children before he went to play at the under-17? With Dele Ajiboye, where are all those players? So these are the points. You should have murdered him. You let him escape. So you don't have my sympathy.
At all.
Congratulations, Segun.
At all.
You progress automatically. I think you had a very difficult case to make, and you made it, and you won. We'll see where you go. Daniel, it's not over. We'll have to decide between you and Bolaji who will progress.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. What date?
On the 6th.
Tuesday 6th. What number?
3.
Tuesday 6th. That is Olusegun. Tuesday 6th. You will go up against Messi.
Which of the Messi?
I've been waiting for that battle.
The something.
You've been waiting for
yeah.
We always hand on the counter on
the waterside dragon.
Messi, that dragon.
Yeah, the waterside dragon.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry. But you are good, Sha. Don't worry.
Okay. Fantastic.
Grace will follow me.
Say be waiting for Messi.
I've been waiting for her.
Hope she's listening.
We always tackle ourselves.
I can't wait.
Yeah. All right. So congratulations, you progress.
Thank you, sir.
Daniel. Okay, gentlemen, we have to make a choice between. We're still streaming, but now that the camera, the camera is on the long shot. So Segun, congratulations. We'll see you in the next round. We'll see you in the next round. We'll see you next Tuesday, just a few days from now. We have to make a decision between Bolaji and Daniel. Who wants to go first? Samuel?
Not going first.
Yeah, I think this is very easy. Of the strength of the two battles, I thought Bolaji did better, and if he were pitched against what's his name?
Daniel.
Sorry, Segun.
An argument.
He would have murdered him, and
that's your opinion.
That's my opinion.
Is that your opinion based on performance?
Based on performance and from the few, let's not go there.
But you didn't go. But they didn't discuss the same topics.
No, they didn't. I thought if he had gone against him, he would have really done justice to the topic and subsequent opponents. I thought he planned his arguments better. He seems the sort of person that can hold the conversation better. If the topic is even harder, I thought he can do better. And Daniel, like you mentioned, you gave all the angles to it. He didn't do justice to his own topic. He looks the sort of person that can do better. But off the strength of the battle tonight, Bolaji did better and does look the prospect that can do even better. So I'll go with Bolaji. It's a tough decision. I think he only just shades it.
Chuma, you want to go? Or Buchi, do you want to go?
Won't go. Chuma, I won't go.
Yeah. Buchi, go.
Fam is crazy right here. I think I've seen all Bolaji arguments. I think I've seen Daniel's, and I think I know them personally also. So it's good. Laba. Schools. Chinenke. I think Bolaji has it, but I think he has this to be right attitude. Right, Daniel. I think Daniel is good also. For long, I don't know Daniel since, so it's kind of crazy. But I think I was totally disappointed in Daniel tonight, and I'm not really going to put emotion into it. I'm going to look at growth and the rest. I think you made a very good point about argument. I think if Bolaji actually did face Segun, I think Bolaji would have beaten Segun. I think Bolaji's voice is kind of loud, but I think he can make points. And he always likes to be right. He always likes to be right. Okay. So, Fupa.
Is that your mother tongue?
No, Fupa is people that have big belly.
Oh.
Labar, it's crazy, bro.
Drive somebody home. You like to drive people. Drive somebody home. Let's go home.
Show still deal.
You show that we've almost finished.
Almost finished.
You can go home.
Hey, Labar, who like go for? Honestly, it's actually very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. I'll go with Daniel. I think Daniel messed up, but I think he can do better. We're talking about futuristic opposition. I think Daniel can do better. But Yodes needs to come with his A game. If he comes with his B game, I'll go be here. I'll knock him out again. But I'll go with Daniel.
Okay. So Chuma, the onus is on you.
Yes. I've been set up for this. I don't know if I've been set up for greatness though, but I'll go to read. And just before I do that, it's been a hot debate a bit, the Ronaldo issue and how many goals he has scored. One thing is certain for sure, that Ronaldo has not scored up to 800 goals in total, just to clarify on that.
In total.
It wasn't too long ago he hit over 600 goals for club. For national team, he's somewhere around 80. So I think he's hit up to 700 goals, but not 800,
but not
just
800.
to clarify that. Same with Lionel Messi too. But then coming to the talk of who I go for tonight, I will have to go based on the battles in question. What quality did I get from either battle? And for me, battle 1 was a better battle than battle 2. So for me, the person who lost in battle 1 is better than the person who lost in battle 2. So I'll go for Bolaji.
All right. Bolaji, the decision is made. I have no reason to counter it. The arguments are strong. Both of you showed promise, and both of you, I think, will make very interesting, sports analysts going forward. I think you are very well in the right direction. You are on your path. On the strength, I did say something before the second battle. Bolaji was very, very impressive in that first battle, and I just knew that there would be a lot of pressure on the guys in the second battle, because on the strength of the argument, the slimness of the decision. If you remember, Bolaji won the phone calls. Bolaji won Facebook. Bolaji won Twitter. He lost that battle because he only got 1 of 3 votes for the panel. It's a tough ask. So the moment that went that way, I just knew, whoever fails to win the second battle may likely not make it. And to be honest with you, again, I like Daniel Dime a whole lot, and I know I've heard him a number of times on radio, and I know he's good. I just feel you were sucker punched by Segun, and kudos to Segun for getting you. It's like football, dictating the pace of the game. The opposition can force you to play nonsense. And I saw you in your first battle. Who did you go against in your first battle, by the way? Chisom. You went against Chisom.
Yeah.
How did that one end? You won that battle?
Yes, 3 votes from the judges.
3 votes from the judges. So, by comparison, and I remember Chisom was, eliminated that day or something. He was brought back, and I don't remember whether it was the first one or when he was brought back. It was his second attempt, and where you eliminated him again. The Daniel I saw then was totally different from this one, and I'm sure you didn't come into this contest hoping to scream yourself out of existence the way you did. But Segun's strategy worked. I give him kudos. For it. But to Bolaji, I cannot say congratulations yet, But I say congratulations, you are not being evicted tonight. You know you still have to fight for one of the 4 places available. You are going to be up against 6 other contestants, and that battle is on Saturday afternoon.
Okay,
I see your shoulder drop. Yeah, yes, you have to battle for it. It's pretty simple. That's the price for not winning your battle. But I'm sure you'll be fine. I'm sure you'll be fine. I hope you'll be fine. Just as every other person who will be every other member of that 6-man team, the 6 people who will be contesting for 4 spots, they all have the right to hope. So 6 people contesting for 4 spots. We'll see how that will go. Initially, I had suggested that it will be a 3-way battle, but like the rules in our terms and agreement, we are within our rights to change the rules of the contest as we go. So at this point, we're not going to do a 3-way battle, because if we are struggling to hear you guys, hear 2 people, if we now bring 3 people to argue out, that's it. We'll just all die.
That's trouble. Marketplace.
So we're not going to do that.
Can't kill ourselves.
So there will be a draw tonight, where you guys will know who you're going to go up against. There will still be a decision. We have 5 of you already, and we'll make up that number tomorrow. So Eno, Nenye, Sadiq, Femi, and Bolaji will contest tomorrow night. There will be one other person, because those are 5 names, one other person from the final battles tomorrow night. Maybe this is maybe I should just reel out the battles we're expecting. Did I say tomorrow night? Tomorrow afternoon.
Don't finish already. So
essentially, tomorrow's battles, which will be the final day of round 2, Saturday, Adiola will take on Dami in the first battle. That battle is at 4 p.m. Followed by Peter versus Kelvin. The 2 winners will progress automatically. The 2 losers, one of them will be evicted tomorrow. The remaining one will join the 5 of you in the battle, where 4 of you will qualify. So all the 3 battles that will follow, all the 3 automatic winners will qualify. Of the 3 losers, 1 of them will be saved. That is the way it will go. So of the 3 losers, we will save 1, and that will be it. So for the first time, 2 people will be evicted in that round tomorrow, which will bring everybody evicted tomorrow to 3. What a day. Yes, you have to.
I know my schedule is right from 6.
Yeah.
I'll come early.
Please come
early.
early.
Let me pursue people. Let me pursue them.
That's what you said last week. She bring in the studio over the weekend.
All right. So that's the way it's going to go. Daniel, so everything having said, long journey, good fight, good spirited fight. It was not your day today. Unfortunately, it has led to the end of your battle.
Maybe I didn't love